Okay, guys, so here is my two DSs that I have right now, and I want to show you how I got these. Over here is a gap here because that's the Nintendo DS, the original. I don't have that because it's too small. This is the gap right here where the DS is at. I don't have that. I have a Nintendo DSi, the Nintendo DSi. Nintendo DSi XL. This one has a camera. I want to show you the difference between the Nintendo DSi and the Nintendo 2DS. Before we get started, I want to say what is the difference between how many DSs do I have? I only have two. I have the Nintendo DSi and the Nintendo 2DS. Over here, with the gap over here, this gap space is my Nintendo 3DS. I don't have a Nintendo 3DS yet. I will buy one in the future when I get the chance. This gap here is where my Nintendo 3DS is going to be. I might get the Nintendo 3DS and I might buy me another one because I wanted to have more space and more videos in these different ones. So, I'm trying to buy me a Nintendo 3DS and a Nintendo 3DS XL over here. So now, let's go the reviews. Let's go to these two DSs and look them up to see which one is better. They're the same, but they're in different sizes. This one is the Nintendo 2DS. See, it has no label in the back. It's so black carbon fiber. I want to show you something. What's the difference between the DSi and let's do a game, guys. Let's do a game. Let's do the difference between a DSi and the DS are not the same. Like they're the same or not the same. So let's start with the DSi first. Okay, so the very first one that I got in Joshua was the DSi. The DSi, okay, hold on a second. Get some room here. Okay, so the DSi was the very first one that the Nintendo company made. Well, the Nintendo DS was the first one, and then Nintendo DSi was built. And look how big this thing is. This thing was big. It's big. Well, it's the gold. I bought this at Game Exchange for it's the gold edition. The first one that I got looks like this, but it's black and blue. But the DSi the original one that I got was blue on the top. Okay, hold on. It was blue on the front, and it was black on the back. And you know what happened to it? I had one of these before, but the original one that I had got fried. It broke down, and I dropped it in a tub. It was so bad. I felt so bad. But now I bought me another one, but it's a gold edition. I didn't look for one for a black and blue one. So now I'm gonna take good care of this thing. This thing was a very precious handheld device. Now let me show you what's inside the DSi. Here's the home screen, and here's the control pad. Now I'm gonna open before we do that, I'm gonna say about the Nintendo 2DS. This is the Nintendo 2DS. It's carbon fiber. It's blue, and it's different than the DSi. I got this from Amazon. It came with the game. Let me tell you the difference. I'm going to open both of them. I'll show you the difference. Show you the controls and everything. Now, the power buttons over here, and the power buttons on that one, and here it is. I'm going to open it for you. Now, here's the Nintendo DSi. I don't know what this button is. This button is for like those Amiibo devices or whatever. And here's the buttons. The buttons are blue. The control pad is blue, and it comes with this joystick. And it comes with the two power buttons, the start and the select. The power buttons over here, and the game slot used to be up here for the Nintendo DSi, but this 2DS has a slot down here. See, it's got a SML card. It's got a micro SD card and a card slot right here, and it's got a headphone jack here, and it's got a pin slot here. So the difference is that the Nintendo DSi and the Nintendo 2DS are different. So now, let's open them up, shall we, just to show the difference. Now, the DSi has the same volume in it. Sorry about that, folks. Wait. There. Now, I want to tell you what's not the same and it's different than the DSi and the I want to show you the difference between the DSi and the Nintendo 2DS. Okay, now look at these two. You see the difference? It has two screens, but this DSi has two speakers on each side. The DSi, the Nintendo 2DS, does not have two speakers on its side of a screen. But the Nintendo 2DS doesn't have a 3D screen. This one does not. So, next is the joystick, the D-pad. The D-pad is on this side, and the D-pad's on this one too. But look at this, guys. The joystick is over here. Does the DSi does the joystick is on the DSi? No. The DSi does not have a joystick. The Nintendo 2DS does. The Nintendo 3DS and the XL of 3DS does have that. Now, let's go to our next selection. Now, let's move on to power button. The power button on the 2DS. Wait. Okay, I'm wrong. This 2DS does have a 3D screen. The DSi does not. Now, let's go back to the power buttons, shall we? Look carefully at these two. Look at these two. The power button. The power button is on the same side. Yes, the power button is on the same side as the other. Because look, the power button's over here, and the power button's over here. Now, next, let's talk about the power light and the power light over here. Now look, the power light over here, it has the yellow light, the red light, it's got this yellow light, orange, and blue. The blue is the power, and when it turns red, it's about to die. It goes dead before it turns red. This one turns orange when it charges. Now, look at the DSi now. The DSi has the same thing, but they're different. The DSi's the communicator, the Wi-Fi communicator, was over here on the DSi. But now, the 2DS is over here with this wireless communicator. Now, this one right here with this button right here is the orange color charger. Now, this one is the blue button. And here's the power button. But the power button is not with it. It's not over here. Look. See, it's not over here. So, let's talk about before we go to the headphone jack, I just want to say that these power buttons are different because it's got the same size as the other one and the other one. So, start and select is the same thing as the DSi. So, yeah, but there is one problem. The buttons are different colors. This one over here is black and white. Over here is blue. It's all blue. Next is the headphone jack. The headphone jack is in the middle of the game slot. Now on the DSi has a headphone jack on the left side. And that's very weird. That is very weird. So now, let's check the back, shall we? I'm going to flatten these. Sorry guys, I'm shaking so bad because I was working so hard outside. Okay. Now, here's the back of it. Now let me show you the difference between the back of the screen, the back of the DSi. Now, look at this. The DSi has a camera in the back over here. Does the 2DS has one? No. The 2DS does not have a camera up here. There's two cameras down here. The DSi does not have it. Okay. So the DSi does not have two cameras over here. The 2DS does. Now, let's look at the adapter. The adapter is over here on the right, and the 2DS charger is on the left. They're different. So now the next one is going to be the battery compartment. Now, the Nintendo DSi has a battery compartment right here. Does the Nintendo 2DS does not have one? No. This is black carbon fiber body of the 2DS. It does not have a battery inside. So next will be the pin. Like you use your pin, like a little pin to be on Nintendo 2DS or Nintendo DSi. This one has a pin that you can use. Does this one have a pin on the side? No, it doesn't. The Nintendo 2DS has a pin right here that goes in it. The Nintendo 2DS has a pin right here. Now, let's look at the game slots next. The game slot's up here. Does the Nintendo 2DS have that? No. The game slot is down here. My camera's getting blurry. Thank you. Okay, yeah, you see this? It's got the micro SD card, and it's got the game slot underneath here. So that's it for that one. We'll go to that one later. Okay, next is the Nintendo DSi. Nintendo DSi doesn't have a micro SD card. It has an SD card. It's different than the micro SD card. Now, let's do the main menu of the DSi. Oh, another difference between these two of the DSi and the 2DS. Let's start with the DS first. Let's go to the Nintendo DSi camera, and let's do the same thing as well. Okay, so the difference is the Nintendo DSi has like a little theme song on this. The Nintendo 2DS does not have a little theme song playing. And the volume is right here, and it's the same thing as this one over here. So now let me show you the difference. Let's try this one. Now we're at the Nintendo DSi camera. Now the camera does not have an option to choose from. It's got the calendar of your pictures that you take. Guys, whatever you do, if you guys like listen guys, if you have a Nintendo DSi, don't buy it. There's something wrong with the Nintendo DSi company that they didn't make. They didn't make a video tape, like a video camera on the Nintendo DSi. So they didn't make it. So guys, what's wrong with these two that they don't have, or what's the same or not the same? So the Nintendo DSi has a camera selection, album, it's got this system, SD card, it's got the exit, calendar, and other. Let's go to other. Now, you can exchange your photos to this one or that one. You can copy or delete how to use the DSi camera. That is a tutorial that you have to do. So yeah, let me go to camera. Now, you see what my phone is showing on this? It's showing that I'm holding my hand with my phone with a videotaping on it. So that makes me that it doesn't have a videotape on it. So we're going to go back. We're going to keep that closed. Okay, I'm running out of time, guys. So now let's look at this one. Now, this one has a videotape. It's got a video camera. So it's got two cameras. One's for the camera and one's for the videotape. So now let's go to view photos. It's different than the... Oh, well, now I'm hearing a little theme song. You hear it? Now it's got a little theme song on it now. Yeah, wow. That's really nice. Okay. See, it's got the L shoot, picture, to your face, videotape, R button shoots it, and you got the view photo, videos, and settings. Alright, thank you guys for listening to this video. I am so sorry to do this very quick because I'm running out of time. But don't worry guys that I was showing you a video about the difference between the Nintendo DSi and the Nintendo 2DS. Thank you guys. The difference is, before we close this video, I just want to say that this is different than the Nintendo DS. It has a camera on here, but it doesn't take videos. This one takes both camera and video. Thank you guys, and subscribe and put a link on my videos, and subscribe my channel to Dylan Tedder IR43. I5R3. That's my channel. So thank you guys and peace out.